What an incredible road this is. This might be, I'll probably say this a few times over the course of this weekend. I'm following Anthony in his 997.2 Carrera, and we are just, it's incredible. Hey gang, welcome to the channel. My name is Andy. Not only welcome to the channel, but welcome to my cabin on the Spirit of Tasmania. Today is, well, it's not exactly day one. It's kind of day one of our first trip to Tasmania. So rather than our normal Alpine Range rally, we're doing a trip to Tasmania, which is a state, an island state off the southeastern tip of Australia. So you travel there on this boat, the Spirit of Tasmania. Our cars are safely stored below 20 cars, including 6 GT4s, which is mind-blowing. They don't tether them or anything, so I hope they're okay if we hit big seas. I'm told they're fine. Hope so. I hope I put my handbrake on. Pretty sure I did. Anyway, this trip's going to be a little bit different, and the way I do this video is going to be a little bit different as well. I didn't want to be getting out of my car constantly and then having to re-catch up to the group. So we're going to use a lot more in-car footage. I've actually brought probably the smallest kit I've ever taken for filming on one of these trips. I've got a couple of GoPros. I've got DJI Osmo, which I haven't used for a few years, but it's a good little device. I've got my iPhone 14. That's pretty damn good too. I do have my trusty A7S, which I'm shooting on here, but that's mostly for photographic purposes. But what I want to do is bring you guys in the action. There should be a lot more in-car, and I'll talk you through while we're driving as well. So hopefully it's a different take, but a really, really good one. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a walk around, have a look at the ship, and I'll see you guys in the morning when we wake up docking in Tasmania. Alright, so you find me on the official day one of the trip. Very smooth sailing last night on the Spirit of Tasmania. So we are just cruising along the highway. As is often the way, we've got 20 cars, so grouping everyone together is always a little bit tricky, and when we got off the ship, we've all been separated. The other thing I should have mentioned in my intro is this is my first road trip in the GT4. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about this car and how I find that experience in this car. So far, amazing. Can't wait to actually have a couple of days in the hills in this car. I actually feel like it's the first chance I'm really going to get to know this car. I will check in with you guys a little bit later on in the day. Incredible road this is. This might be, I'll probably say this a few times over the course of this weekend. I'm following Anthony in his 997.2 say the steering on this car, it is just spectacularly good. The turn-in is so confidence-inspiring. The front end, it's just unbelievable, actually. What you do need to be a little bit careful of is how liberal you are with the accelerator coming out of a corner. Too much throttle and the rear will step out, but there again, the nanny aids step in really quite effectively. You don't even notice them. They're quite unobtrusive. You feel like you've saved it, but actually it's probably the car. Anyway, I should probably stop talking and concentrate. I'm chasing my good mate Aaron in his Gen 1 996 Carrera. I tell you what, here I am saying how good the GT4 is. Well, this Gen 1 Carrera, no mods to speak of really. I think wheels and maybe coilovers. He is absolutely getting up and boogieing. Not slowing me down on my GT4 at all. We are driving through Hellier Gorge right now. Listen to that. And it is unreal. I will check back in with you guys when we finish the day's drive. So, 20 minutes out from our destination for tonight, which is a town called Burnie. We have covered, I don't know how many kilometres today, a lot. We're going to be doing 1,400 kilometres over the 3 days of this trip. Today's been a slog. It's 4:15. It's been heavy going all the way, but incredible roads. What a fantastic first day. And the GT4, I genuinely feel at one with this car now. And I don't think I did prior to this trip, so that is a very good thing. I'm going to leave you here, and I will see you guys for day 2 of First Bite of the Apple, the Tassie Odyssey, tomorrow. Alright, well, good morning. It is day 2. We're driving along the coastline here out of Burnie. This is just magnificent, absolutely beautiful. I'm following Will in his very, very stunning agate grey GT4, one of 6 GT4s on this trip, if you can believe that. A fantastic dinner last night. This morning we had to change the maps a little bit. 2 gentlemen joined us at dinner last night who between them have won the Targa Tasmania 3 times, which is pretty impressive, in a Dodge Viper no less. And they informed us that one of the roads we were going to be driving this morning is in fact gravel, so we had to change the route. But anyway, it's a lovely cruise out of town. There's Will waving to us. Lovely cruise out of town, and we've apparently today got absolutely cracking roads, so I'll check in with you a bit later on. Alright, so we're in our first bit of twisties for the day, following Dan in his Gen 2 996 and Erwin in his white 993. Two great looking cars actually, and it is perfect driving weather today. As much as I love a sunny day, there is something to be said for an overcast day where there's no shadows on the road. It actually makes for really great visibility, so it's a really good thing. Amazing. I can't believe how much grip it has. And I'm not running Cup 2s, I'm running Pilot Sport 4Ss. So, you know, in case if it rains, I want to be able to have grip. But equally, in the dry, I'm sure on a track, it would make a lot more sense to have Cup 2s. But for this kind of driving, I'm not feeling any grip deficit whatsoever. I would not want to be going any quicker than this. driving these kind of roads, you just get into a rhythm together. And actually at the front of the pack is my mate Steve in his amazing 930. What a group. And the scenery is batshit. Holy shit. This is amazing. We stayed in Queenstown last night. Beautiful little town, although kind of one of those sleepy little towns that it looks like time forgot. It's a mining town, as you can probably see ahead of us. Some of the leftover mines. It was a gold rush town. But yeah, pretty quiet, sleepy little place. But do you know what? Great feed at the pub, which was terrific. And today we've got 600 and something kilometres to get back to the ship to travel back to the mainland. Like I say, I'm losing my voice for some reason, don't know why. And as is always the way on these trips, it's bucketing rain. Not right now too badly, but the roads are very slick, so I'm going to be taking it a little bit easy. My good friend Aaron called me a few moments ago and said, I think I've left my sunglasses in my hotel room, can you check for me? So I had to go back and check for him, and now I'm flying solo for the first part of this morning, but actually I'm okay with that. Anyway, we've got a lot of driving to do today, so I will check in with you later. Now driving through bucketing rain, which of course we are, and I've got no voice left, so hopefully you can hear me over the rain. I know the audio in this video hasn't been great, so I do apologise for that. Even in the rain, incredible scenery. And do you know what? I actually love, if I can go on a rally, whilst I love driving in the dry and being able to push the cars, it's really exciting driving in the wet too. So this is great, just great.
I'm telling you Yeah, well done, mate. Great effort.
There's a place you can wash your hands over there. There's got a bit of a puddle or something.
Oh, we don't have time for that, mate. I've got to get on the road.
If need be, I need to do a wee. VB, I have a VB, is it called?
Okay, as is often the way with a rally, you do occasionally get something go wrong with a car. It's par for the course. So Irwin's 993 has thrown up a belt warning on the dash. Turns out there's nothing actually wrong with the belt, it's the sensor. This same issue's happened with my 964 before. The sensors had a failure basically. So well, when I say we, I mean Al from Flat 6 Affair has managed to cable tie that sensor so that it doesn't come into contact with the belt. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it gets Irwin home to the boat. Really hope so. Why do these issues only ever happen on the last day? How do you feel getting Irwin out of trouble? Again. Do you know what they say, Al? Not all heroes wear capes.
Not all heroes are stories.
So we're nearly at the Spirit of Tasmania. I'm told we have big seas to expect tonight. So I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I'm not really a big fan of boats and sailing and the idea of big seas. I hope you guys have gotten something out of this. I know it's not my normal approach to making this kind of video content. The GT4 has been an absolute peach on this journey. I can't say enough good things about it. I could maybe do with a few more little storage pockets and bins, a decent cup holder for my bottle of water, and before you comment and say, Andy, there's an amazing cup holder in the GT4, I know there's a great cup holder. It's good for cups because it's this deep, but it's not good for bottled water. So, but anyway, I've had it down there in that little basket thingy, and that seems to have worked really quite well. The final thing I'll say about this trip, you know, I've been raving about the roads, I have been raving about the car, I've been raving about the whole experience, but the thing that makes it so much fun is actually doing it with a bunch of great people. It's not just about going away and driving cars, it's about going away as a group of friends. So I want to thank every single one of my mates that was involved this weekend. And hats off to PJ and Daz, the organisers of this event. Everything's been taken care of, looked after. It's not a small undertaking at all. So yeah, big hats off to those guys.